Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content, viewer discretion is advised. Rocket broke his arm, but luckily I fixed it. So right now he's laying down on his back and recovering. So hopefully he'll be okay. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys. Alright, man, so I'm doing a part 2, a sequel to organizing my toy room. I made a video about this before, about organizing my toy room. As you guys can see, man, this is what happens when you review action figures almost every single day. You got this mess. Actually, it looked worse because I did clean up a little bit of it. There are some of the other action figures that I've reviewed. Was some of my last reviews. So as you guys can see right there, the shelf, my Marvel Select shelf, completely collapsed. So I need to put the shelf back up there again, and I need to put my Marvel Select figures back up there again. And as you guys can see right here, poor Rocket, when the Marvel Select shelf fell, his arm broke. So I'm gonna have to glue that on. Too bad, because he was an awesome Rocket. He still is an awesome Rocket, but I need to glue his arm back on. So yeah, my Marvel Legends shelf right here, as you guys can see, actually it's not too bad. It's actually pretty organized, except for the bottom shelf, which is Spider-Man shelf, which is kind of good because I do have some new Spider-Man figures to put at the bottom. Everything else looks pretty good. Star Wars shelf, being that I bought some Star Wars figures, it's kind of a mess. And I was doing comparisons. My NECA Ninja Turtles, some of them kind of tipped over. Everything else looks pretty good. DC shelf right there is horrible because I've been buying DC figures. So essentially DC, Marvel figures, and Star Wars figures, man, are the shelves that are mostly messed up because those are the figures that I've been buying and reviewing, and that's why they're so messed up. And I need to clean up this mess. So I'm going to do a little tutorial step-by-step of me organizing my toy room. If you guys are intrigued, you'll be able to see some of my collection, some of my updated figures, some of my updated collections. I'll show you guys as I'm organizing my toy room. So let's get this party started, shall we? Alright, ladies and germs, so I put my shelf back up, man. Hopefully it will stay up there. I kind of hooked it up a little bit more. It's kind of hanging on there. I might have to get some other screws to hang it on there, but for now it'll do well. So there's my Van-Player bat that I bought. I think it was at Michael's or something. I think it was Michael's or Walmart. He's hanging below the Marvel Select shelf right here. Got him back in order. As you guys know, here's my buddy Rocket right here. His arm broke off, so I had to glue it right there. So hopefully it'll stay. So there's Groot. Oh my goodness. Dude. Yeah, I'm going to let him lay there for a moment and let his arm glue back together. But that was the one thing that broke. And also the stand for Star-Lord broke as well. But I maneuvered it. And I got him standing next to Better Ray Bill and Drax right there. And then I moved Thor and then Teenage Groot down from the top shelf, if you guys saw my Marvel Select collection. So there's my Marvel Select shelf right here that collapsed. And it's back and up, and it's good to go. Alright, so here's my Star Wars shelf. As you can see, it's getting a little crowded, man. I sold off some Star Wars figures. Well, actually, I'm in the process of selling off some Star Wars figures because I just don't have room for them, and I'm just kind of selling off some characters that I didn't really care too much for, so I'm just kind of keeping the main characters, and I'm trying not to do the entire collection because that's the problem with all of us collectors, is that we try to obtain the collection and we just don't get the figures that we want, which we should, you know what I mean? So drop down to the Predator and Alien collection. They're pretty much fine. Nothing has budged right here. They're pretty much standing. Down here, drop down to my NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection. Some of them were tipped over. I fixed them and they're good to go. And then I got put my new Terminator, Sarah Connor and John Connor over here, fixed them up, and that shelf is good to go. And also, being that Halloween is coming up around the corner, I'm kind of going to do like a horror collection video of all my horror figures. So stay tuned for that in the month of October. So here's my DC collection. I put all my new figs, my McFarlane DC figures into this collection. As you can see, man, I still have space, shelf space, but at the same time, they're kind of drowning in the background. A lot of my figures are drowning in the background. That's one thing that sucks about being a collector, is they become kind of overcrowded, and they're all the way up here and you can't really see a lot of these figures. You know, Martian Manhunter back there. So you have to really have to come up to the ceiling to actually get a better view of all these figures right here. But here's all my other figs. You see Devastator back there, and Earth, Batman Earth 44 figure right there. So on and so forth, and some of the cool figures back there are kind of being drowned out because of the figures in the front. Like I said, that's one thing that sucks as a collector. So yeah, my DC shelf is good, man. Really, it was my DC shelf and my Star Wars shelf that really took a hitting. And also, if I drop down here, I got my Spider-Man shelf right here, Marvel Legends Spider-Man shelf. Good to go. It's a little bit crowded, but I managed to put them in there. And yeah, my Spider-Man shelf was a mess because I was doing a lot of Spider-Man reviews and doing a lot of comparisons. So I got that back organized, and it's looking pretty good. Okay, guys, so I bought 3 new shelves right here, kind of similar to the ones that I have right here, where I have my Batmobile. And also I have, I think I put a shelf right here. And then, I can't remember where I put the other shelf at. The Batmobile shelf. And then I put this shelf right here for one of my Spawn figures. I'm thinking about maybe putting some more shelves right here on this wall. I'm not really for sure yet. I mean, I would love to create some more space for my Marvel Legends. As you guys can see, I'm kind of running out of space, especially down here. My Marvel Legends Cosmic Shelf, I guess if that's what you want to call it, Avengers and all my cosmic stuff. I'm just kind of running out of room. And, you know, I drop down to here. Here's my MCU, all my MCU figs, and they're doing okay. They seem to be doing pretty good. It's just my cosmic shelf up here is looking pretty crowded. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of limited on space of where I'm going to put Marvel Legends. If I do continue buying Marvel Legends, I don't really have any other space other than probably this side wall right here. I have this door right here where, well, actually I have this wall right here where my door is at when you open it, but I do have this space right here for more shelves. But I still do have 2 empty shelves down here underneath my Mortal Kombat collection, and then a shelf right here underneath my video game figures collection right there. And also I do have an empty shelf down right here for some more like random McFarlane stuff, which I do have that's coming up in the near future, which I'm going to be doing reviews of. So I definitely need the space for that down there. So it looks like these 3 shelves might go up here eventually, but I'm not really hurting for room. As of right now, everything looks good, man. NECA, McFarlane collection over here looks good. Marvel Legends shelf over here looks good. Marvel Select collection, if you guys want to see a video of that, I did a collection video. If you guys want to see a collection of video of my Marvel Select. And also I did a collection of my Predator and Aliens in my Marvel Legends as well. So if you guys want to see a review of that, check it out. And a Spawn collection as well. If you guys like Spawn, I did a Spawn collection video. As far as a DC collection video and a Star Wars collection video, I don't know if that's going to happen in the near future. Right now, McFarlane seems to be pumping out a lot of DC figures, so I don't know, man. I really don't know. I try to, every time I do like a review of an action figure, I try to show you my updated collection of where I'm at. And also when I do, you know, tutorial videos like this, like organizing my toy room, it gives me an option to show you guys my collection, my updated collection. So that's always a plus. But yeah, it's coming along. I still have some shelves here, and there's my review station if you guys are wondering. So yeah, man, everything is kind of coming along. Everything looks good, and I still have space for more figures, which is unbelievable, man. It's really unbelievable. Even though I sell off figures here and there, I probably keep like 90% of the stuff that I buy, maybe 95% of the stuff that I buy, and I probably sell off like 5%, simply because it just doesn't go in my collection. I just don't feel like I really want it. I feel like, I can part with it. It won't hurt me, but some of these figs that you see right here, most of these figs, if not all of them, are definitely keepers. I have some up for sale right now that I don't really care for, but that's what you got to do. When you're a toy collector, you got to make room for new stuff, and you got to weed out some of the old stuff that you don't want. And yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough being a toy collector. It's a good thing to be a toy collector, and it's hard keeping up with all the figures that are constantly being released. So you just kind of got to pick and choose. Especially when you're a collector like me, who actually keeps this stuff. There's a lot of collectors out there in the YouTube universe which will remain nameless, that don't really keep the stuff. They review it and then they sell it and then they buy new figs just to keep their channel going, which that's them, but I'm a toy collector. I love action figures, and that's what I do, man. And when it's time to sell off a collection, I'll sell off a collection, or sell off some figs. I sell off some figs because I got to make room, and that's essentially why I'm selling figures, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, I'm sure you're tired of my rambling, but there's my little updated version of my toy room. I did one before, organizing my toy room. Now this is kind of like volume 2 to show you where I'm at, the progress of where I'm at in my toy room. So I just want to thank all you guys for watching and participating in my channel. And who knows where the hell, this is going, this thing that I'm doing. I just like collecting action figures that I like to collect and buy, and I review them, and I'm glad that you guys watch my reviews and appreciate what I do. So alright, man, there you guys have it. There's nothing more I can say. Stay tuned for some more, like I said, in the Halloween version. I'm going to do some more like horror related stuff, a lot of horror related stuff in October coming up, and especially my NECA McFarlane collection right there. So alright, guys, if you liked the little video, if I happily entertained you for 10-15 minutes, give me a like, thumbs up. I just want to thank you guys for watching in. I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out!